Okay, you guys. Hopefully, you guys can hear.
I know that this live is gonna come off kind of blah, or it's gonna come off maybe a little bit just whatever. I just wanted to get on here to let you guys know that I no longer care what men want or need. I don't care, you guys. I think women should stop caring about what men want and need, because men are always going to look out for their needs and their wants. They're going to always put themselves first. And I think you ladies need to start putting yourself first. I think you ladies need to stop caring about men, period. Especially if you completely decentered them. So if you completely decentered men, you're not going to give men time or energy anyway. Unless you co parent with them or there's kids involved, right? Or it's just strictly business. So once you decenter men, the idea of what men want is going to be irrelevant to you. So stop centering your life around men. I just want to be clear that I don't care what you men want. What you want means nothing to me. Nothing. I don't breathe. I don't sleep. I don't think. Nothing with men. What Akina wants, Akina gets. How Akina wants to live, Akina lives it. That's it. And I think it's so unfortunate that men are still running around here projecting, thinking that women care. We don't care. I see you men and then I don't see you. I deal with you men on my terms. That's it. My terms, my rules, my obligations. That's it. Of course, the men are going to feel some type of way because it's not censoring them. I don't care. If you men want women to censor you and stroke your ego and tickle your cock, well then go find you a pick me. Go find a pick me to do that for you. Go find a self-servituding woman to do that for you. Go find a woman who does not mind putting you above her. Stop asking women to sacrifice themselves for you. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Well, you're going against God, you're going against nature. Look, don't even get me started on any of that. Because it's not, women are not here to serve you men. Let's get that understood. I'm not here to serve you. And I tell men I'm not doing shit for them. Well, what are you going to do for me? Not a goddamn thing. What are you talking about? What man hurt you? I'm so sick of you men running that same narrative and that same script. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. You just haven't found the right man, and I'm not looking for him either. Better yet, I don't even have an idea, man. Better yet, when I go to sleep at night, I don't think about what kind of man I want. I don't sit here and dream about men. Not on that level. I'll take it a step further, man. I don't see you guys on a romantic level. No. That would make me aromantic. I also don't desire to have sex with you men either. That would make me asexual. So no, there's nothing wrong with Akina. There's something wrong with your perception of what you think love is supposed to look like. And you men think that love is having sex with women. You think lusting behind women is love. It's not. That's not love. That's not love. You men are too busy chasing illusions and fantasies, and you're not in reality with the fact that people change. People's appearance changes. At the end of the day, I just don't care what you men want. Like, you want a woman to dress a certain type of way. I'm not dressing a certain type of way for you. You want women to look a certain type of way. I'm not looking a certain type of way for you. You think because women get dressed up, it's because of you. No, I get dressed up to make myself feel good. I don't get, ladies, I don't get dressed up to impress men. When I go out and about, it's not to impress a man. When I put on sexy lingerie, it's not for a man. None of these things that I'm doing is for male validation. It is for Akina's validation. See, these men have been running around here thinking that they are the prize, and in actuality, they are not the prize. Because if they don't get picked, then they don't get a girlfriend and they don't get a wife. They need you to be desperate for them. I'm not desperate for no man, and I'm not desperate for no penis. It's not worth the headache, men. You guys have turned women completely off. And you still got pygmies running around here trying to impress these men, telling these men what they want to hear, telling these men that women are the problem, but yet these men still can't get wives and can't get girlfriends. I ladies, like I told you guys, I don't feel sorry for men because they did it to themselves. They did it to themselves, taking advantage of women. They did it to themselves, getting out here hurting women. They did it to themselves. What? What is this? They did it to themselves, walking around here treating women like crap. They did it to themselves, getting out here not loving on women properly, cheating on women, abusing women, controlling women, manipulating women, gaslighting women, and they're still doing it. These men are still out here doing it. They're still out here embarrassing and humiliating women. They're just out here on some fuckery, and I don't know why you ladies keep focusing on men. Like, when I tell you I am so unbothered by men, I am so unbothered by them. At this particular point, nothing that they do really bothers me. It's the level of disrespect with them, and just the fact they just don't care. Men, I don't care. You know what I want you men to do? I want y'all to go find y'all dream man. Can you do that? Can you go find your dream man and leave women alone because you hate women? You hate women with a passion, and women can tell that you hate them. So we sometimes it ain't me. Sometimes women deal with you just the, just for the mere fact of dealing with you, just to say that they got somebody. In actuality, these women can't wait to get rid of you. They can't wait to just separate themselves from you if they're married to you. A lot of these women can't stand you men. And I am never ever going to shrink myself to be with somebody just to say that I got somebody, knowing deep down inside I'm not happy with them and never will be happy with them. I don't believe that men and women are compatible largely. I think that women tolerate you men just because of societal expectations. And deep down inside, a lot of you men don't like the women that you're with, and you tolerate them just out of loneliness. And yes, you could be married, and yes, you could be partnered and be lonely. And a lot of you men are lonely. And you just bring this dark cloud with you everywhere you go. And women can feel that. We can sense that. So none of this projection that you men are doing is actually hurting women. You're not hurting women at all, especially women who have been single longer than 10 years. You're not hurting us. You're not. I just wish you men would go on and go find your dream man. That's what I wish. At this particular point, I wish that many of you would just go away. Yeah. Ladies, they're not going to just go away because we want them to go away. They have convinced themselves that they're the prize. And they think and believe in their minds that we belong together. And how dare you go against the patriarchal system by choosing to opt out? How dare you say you're going to be child free? How dare you say that you're never going to have a husband? How dare you say you're going to live a life in peace without a man? Men do not like that idea. And I don't care what you men like. I don't care that you don't like the fact that there are some of us who don't want to deal with you. I don't care. I don't care. You want women to care. We don't care, men. You getting on here on your mics and podcasts talking about the types of women that you want, it doesn't matter to women anymore. And the sad part about it, they're just gonna keep running with this narrative, and they're getting desperate and they're getting frustrated because women are just opting out, and women are choosing themselves, and women are choosing peace, and these men just can't they can't fathom that this is actually happening for women. They have convinced themselves that when a woman is single for a long period of time, she's lonely. No, man, I keep myself extremely busy nowadays. And between work and school back in August, I'm good. I'm good. I am so good. I am definitely good, man. Ladies, continue to put yourself first. Stop censoring men, please. Women who have completely decentered men, we're not out here. No. We're too busy making money. We're too busy in school. We're too busy running our household. We're too busy running our kids and raising our kids. We are not out here with no man. We're not out here looking. Love is a scam. Dealing with men is a scam. Relationships are a scam. Dealing with a man is pretty much self-sacrificing your whole entire femininity in existence. I don't care how many times people tell you that marriage is this amazing thing and their marriage is amazing. That's their experience. When it's all said and done, y'all got to do what makes you happy. And I know me getting married will never make me happy. Me getting involved in a romantic relationship with a man will never make me happy. Uh Me just doing anything with men on a romantic level will never self-satisfy me. And that's just where things are at, you guys. Um I know that this goes against what society has taught y'all, because like I told you guys, this is very unnatural with this thing between men and women out here. This is a very unnatural concept. So y'all got to do what makes you happy. And that's all I'm saying, ladies. Misery loves company. And what I've learned about people who are miserable in their life, they love to project. They love to project their own insecurities and their own issues onto people who are genuinely happy single. I have never in my life seen people unhappy about people who choose to be single. Like, why are you bothered by the fact that there are people out here who want to be single? What does my single life have to do with you? What does my single life have to do with you? Why does it bother you that I'm single and that I don't want to have a relationship with anybody? But this is what miserable people do, you guys. They walk around and they project all day, every day. Instead of obtaining happiness for themselves. Other people are not responsible for your happiness. I'm not responsible to make anybody happy. My job is to make me happy and my children happy. Your job is to find your own happiness in your own path. And unfortunately, a lot of people cannot do that. They can't do that because their time is so devoted to making other people miserable. You got time to sit around and be unhappy with somebody's choice in being single. That says a lot about you and where your insecurity lies. And I'm at a point in my life, you guys, I no longer care about other people's happiness. We are responsible for our feelings, our emotions, our lives, what we want out of life, where we're trying to go. And when you cannot be self-sufficient in that area of your own healing and growth, then it's nobody's responsibility to fix you. And you men are asking women to fix you. We're not going to fix you, men. We're not going to heal you. We're not going to force you to change. We don't care if you change. Women are now choosing themselves, men, and they're not worried about your well-being or your emotional labor. You have to do the inner work. You have to do the healing. And maybe if you do that, then maybe somebody will give you an opportunity or a chance. But to sit here and blame women for why you can't be productive in relationships with women, and why you can't attract the type of woman you want, and why you can't keep the type of woman you want, that says a lot about you and your character flaw. And a lot of you men have some fucked up character flaws. That's why you don't have a woman. That's why you don't have a girlfriend, because you are an incel. You don't have the skills or the personality or the character to obtain a woman, less more the woman you want. That's not woman's job to fix that. Ladies, it's time to be selfish. It's time to get off of this dick ride with men. Get off of the phallus carousel. Center yourself. Focus on your life, your goals, your happiness, what you want out of life. Stop waiting around on men to give it to you. Go and take what is rightfully yours. Take what's yours. You want the house? Go get it. You want the car? Go get it. You want the job, your dream job? Go get it. You want the money? Go make it. Stop waiting around on men to give you shit. Stop waiting around on men to give you anything. Go get it yourself. Go get it. That's what they want. They want you to need them. They want you to need them for your survival and shelter and food and clothing. And then I got pick-me's over here. Well, why wouldn't you want a man to take care of you and give you everything? What the I be wanting to punch these women in the face, because their whole entire existence is around needing a man for their survival. Like, what? And I look at them like they're stupid. Like, girl, please get out of my face. And it's like, why don't you want a man to do this and do? Why would I need? Why am I handicapped? That's for codependent people. And that's why I keep telling you guys, I think people who get into relationships with people are codependent. What other way to get a house, to get a job? What other way to get money, sex, whatever you need from another human being? So when you're out here making your own money, taking care of your own survival needs, well, then it can come off as masculine or independent. And in actuality, you're just surviving, you're living. I don't call it codependency. I call it self-reliance. So I just don't get it, you guys. And these men, their ultimate job is to conquest and conquer. Like, this isn't a game. This isn't a war we're playing, men. I mean, we literally need you guys to move the fuck on, like, for real. It's to the point women are telling you to move on. Move on. Go away. Like, go away. Go get what it is that you want, and go get it with the women that want it with you. But stop asking women to sacrifice things for you that we don't have to. Like, we're not obligated to have your children. We're not obligated to marry you. We're not obligated to do nothing with you. Y'all keep running around with this narrative that we need y'all. Who told you that? Women are very capable men of taking care of themselves and providing for themselves, with the exception of the pick-me's. Because those are going to be the only women who are going to demand this and demand that from you. Women who can hold their own and make their own money and take care of themselves, we don't need you for shit. Ladies, never tell a man you don't need him for shit, because that is the quickest way that his ego will die. And some of these men's egos need to die. They need to be told that they don't mean shit to you. You need to straight out and tell men their existence means absolutely. I straight out and tell men your existence means nothing to me. Absolutely nothing to me. Because I will never ever see you men above me. Ever. Ever, ever, ever see you above me. What the hell do I look like worshiping my creation? Never ever, ladies, tell a man that his value is zero. The only time a man has value is when he's hooked to a woman and she's carrying his last name, or she's giving him a child and he gets some kind of recognition or leverage within society. But outside of that, and this is why society praises single dads and shuns single mothers, or looks down upon single mothers, because this is how the patriarchal system works. And I told you guys, it's not about men, and it's not about putting women above men. It's all about serving men and his ego. And this is why we got a bunch of narcissistic males running around society, because you guys keep pedestalizing men. I don't pedestalize men. I just straight out and tell men about themselves. Fuck. And they don't like me when I tell them the truth about themselves. They absolutely hate when I open my mouth. See, you men are used to these pick-me's telling you what you want to hear. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I straight out and tell you where I'm coming from with you. I straight out and tell you that I don't serve you. I would straight out and tell you if the sex is not worth it with you. And I know that this is a dangerous arena, ladies, but I'm not going to sit here and see. Y'all need to stop lying to these men. These men keep talking about they can lay and slay in bed. Tell them to prove it to you. Tell them to prove it to you. And be truthful with them on how the sex was with them. Because see, some pick me told him that he was well endowed and he did this and he did that, but no, that didn't really happen. Yeah, she faked the orgasm with you and she moaned in your ear and it was all pretend, my guy. I'm just not gonna. Y'all got to stop bullshitting with these men. Y'all have got, and I know it's a dangerous arena to tell men the truth, but the egos have to die, ladies. It has to die with these men, because the egos have gotten too big, and that little bit of character that they do have, their pride, man, is killing them. And the worst thing that could ever happen to a male like that is a confident woman coming in humbling that. See, what do I do with men? I humble them. I remind them the hell they are and where I'm at with them and what their existence is here for. I remind men of that. Yeah, they can't stand it. I blame their mothers, ladies, because for every narcissistic male, there had to be a pygmy mother or a mammy mother who molded this male into this male. What am I saying? I'm saying that a lot of mothers messed up their sons. So a lot of these men are messed up for real. And if you knew the truth about them, you wouldn't deal with them. So they give you the manipulation shit and the love bombing crap, and they hook you over, but in actuality, you're not going to get anything from men. You're not. Because their job is not to give, their job is to take. So, y'all keep dealing with men, and they're going to keep draining you of your feminine life force. They're going to keep draining you of your essence. They're going to drain you of your youth. They're going to drain you of everything. The only women who are out here winning are women who are not dealing with men, women who have completely decentered men. If you're still dealing with the man, you're setting yourself up. I don't care how good of a man he is to you, honey. Men, that's just men's nature. You're never going to go into a relationship with a man and not have to sacrifice anything. So he could be paying your bills, he could be laying pipe, he could be doing it all. I promise you, that man is going to get something in return. He's going to get something in return regardless of how he treats you. Because why? Men are transactional. Men, y'all set this up. You don't think capitalism had a part in this? You men set this up. When you were paying for OnlyFans and you were paying SW workers, you set this up. You made this transactional with women because you don't see women as human beings. So the women who legitimately wanted to love you and care for you, they didn't check out the dating game. Now you stuck with the women who only want you for your money, rightfully so. And this is, I'll say it again, this is your men's karma on how you've been treating women. All of this shit, all of the decades, generations of how you treated women, this is your karma. This is why we're dealing with a male loneliness epidemic. And y'all can sit here and keep pretending like this isn't happening. It's happening. And it's going to get worse. Dating is now becoming obsolete. Nobody cares about that arena no more. You men set this up. Y'all created this stage. Y'all set this stage. Getting out here learning how to manipulate women and how to love bomb women to get your needs met. And ladies, these men tell you each and every day how they feel about you. I mean, each and every day. I mean, I'm not surprised by nothing men do no more. I done seen enough with them. Men lie. If their mouths are not moving, then they're lying. It's crazy, man. A lot of these men have narcissistic tendencies and just a lot of issues psychologically, and they're just out here just abusing women and so on. It's sick. And they honestly think by tearing women down, they're actually winning. You're not winning nothing, men. Not with women like me anyway. You can never tear me down. You can keep trying, but you're not going to get anywhere. That's what they do. They just constantly keep tearing women down. Let's break them down. Let's make them feel worthless. Let's treat them like shit. Let's mistreat them, and maybe they will obey and respect us. You men are fucking yourselves over. That's all you're doing. You're just making women repulse you and hate you and not want to deal with you. Don't you get it? You getting out here breaking women down, tearing women's self-esteem down, tearing women's confidence down. You're not winning anything, men. You're actually losing your access to women. And it's getting to the point where women are avoiding you now. And I knew that this was going to happen when you started getting on the mics and podcasts and you started getting online abusing women, especially you black men. You guys were sitting up on the internet outrightly abusing black women to the FBI and the feds had to get involved to get your channels and get your content removed and shut down. I wish you men the best of luck. I really do. I wish you the best of luck from here on out. Um, I'm going to tell you where things are going. Where are things going with men and women? Nowhere. That's where things are going. But you men should definitely find your dream woman. That's where I'm at with all of this, you guys. Because cruelty is the end game for them. The misnogamy, the misnomer, the sexism has really, really messed up men's perspective on women. Well, there's still good men out here. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Men, we're not convinced. We're not convinced anymore. Actually, it's so bad. I don't think women can tell who's good and who's bad anymore. I just think it's all manipulation, to be honest. I just think it's all manipulation. Even love is a manipulative tool. Ladies, nobody's going to love you better and more than you can love yourself. You pour into you, that is the best love you're ever going to get on this planet. Uh Human beings do not have that capacity of loving you like that better than you can. Get the coal out your eyes and wake up to the reality of what's going on here. Men are literally a tool against women, and they have become a weapon against women as well. Um, Especially with this hate. So be safe, ladies. But I just wanted to get on here and share my sentiments on where things are at with men and women, and the perspective of where things are going for the future from here on out. Y'all take care and be safe.